Hey everyone, welcome back. If you do hold Cardano, you're going to want to stick around to the end of this video. We have some bullish kind of headlines I want to break down. There are two of them. We're going to talk about the whales. Also, we are going to talk about kind of where, as we look at it, the Cardano's treasury and how this could earn a substantial amount of money in Cardano each and every single year. I want to break down these two conversations and get this video going. But first, guys, before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you hold Cardano, let YouTube know. I appreciate all my returning subscribers. And the best way you can do that is by hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and join us right here on the channel. Okay, it's completely free to do so. And if you do hold Cardano, I highly recommend it because we do talk Cardano each and every single day. All right, but what is actually happening? Okay, we're looking at the top 100 right now. And guys, please remember, this is not financial advice. Just giving you guys my thoughts and input as it relates to what I hold and what I'm doing in the market today. Okay. But as we look at Cardano, up 4.9%, it's been a strong week. We've seen Cardano reach 72.73. We are currently at the high point of the last 7 days, up 6% in that regard. So Cardano keeps moving, okay? And as we look at the trading view, I'll show you guys kind of the insight into what I'm looking for on the chart. This has been a steady incline dating back to what we've seen on April 7th, April 8th. And as we look at it, guys, we are continuing that trend upwards. I know we dipped below that blue trend line, but as it relates to Cardano, since June 5th, we have been seeing some green candles stringing themselves together. So looking for a nice rebound as Cardano, I really look for it to get back above 83 cents very, very shortly. Okay, so that's where I'm at from a price perspective. And if you are looking to trade Cardano, check out our friends at BTCC. Links are down below for that. Probably the hottest promotion right now in all of the exchanges. Spot and leverage traders, you can do your trading on this platform. 10% bonus on your first time deposit with 40% lower trading fees. There's no VPN KYC necessary, up to 500x leverage. Make sure it's right for you and where you're located. Understand their terms and conditions. And if it checks all those boxes, start trading today on BTCC. Links are down below. Okay. But what's happening with Cardano? All right, right now we're seeing 120 million ADA as that has been accumulated by whales as Cardano prepares for a breakout. So this was just in the last 48 hours. Also coupling that with the bullish MACD as well as the RSI showing a positive signal at 61. As well as probably my favorite catalyst going right now. And this has been probably the most tangible catalyst Cardano has had since we've talked about it, where a lot of the tech just does not meet the price action. And right now, as we look for the Cardinal Bridge launched on Cardano, that's the first DeFi kind of thing moving in our direction. As we look at that Bitcoin bridge and kind of how users can exchange it directly on the Cardano ecosystem to basically stake and earn Cardano by basically using Bitcoin on that blockchain, okay? But as we look into kind of what we're seeing from the whales, we look in kind of the category, if you find yourself in 100 million ADA to 1 billion ADA collectively, they've added another 120 million tokens, okay? So not only have we been on a nice 4-day rally, we have seen kind of these holdings continue to surmount as the whales are continuing to pick up steam from the time period from June 8th to June 10th. And that's kind of where we look into Bitcoin as we look for a breakout above 110, reaching potentially a new all-time high. This is where it's kind of a bullish conversation to be had about Cardano. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably watching this video, excuse me, and saying to yourself, well, Cardano's, it's essentially worthless, right? It doesn't move. The price has been stable for years. And we just can't really have the same returns as we can have with other cryptos. Yeah, you can make that argument, but for me, Cardano is a buy and hold. That's what I'm doing financially with my own holdings. You guys are welcome to do whatever you want to do with your own capital. But the strong performance that we're seeing from Cardano gives rise to the conversation. We could see another $1 level for Cardano very, very closely, okay, and shortly, if that. Excuse me. The 50-day and 200-day moving averages closing at that 72 and 82 cents respectively. If we do reach these levels, that could open up the long range kind of goals at $1.04 to $1.39 respectively as well. So please keep that in mind for some more longer term bullish price movements, okay? We talked a lot about the Bitcoin bridge driving future DeFi activity, first ever developed for Cardano, coming out from that post from Charles Hoskinson as we talked about Cardinal, that non-custodial bridge. That's a huge mover, okay? I think this is something where you're looking kind of where that stage is set. This is probably, in my opinion, just very naive still in that infrastructure stage. But I do think that as we've seen other blockchains such as Ethereum, Solana, and AVAX really kind of take a step in that direction, this is a bullish bet for Cardano moving forward. Okay. And then the last thing I do want to talk about is the 1.7 billion in ADA that Cardano's treasury could earn $5 to $10 million each and every single year. From a recent AMA, you saw kind of the comments from Hoskinson. We can convert 100 million ADA into USDM, put financial infrastructure behind it, and start building up trading, market making, and TVL in the Cardano ecosystem. Okay, so what this is it's a self-sustaining model to grow the treasury, and every year, according to Hoskinson, could return $5 to $10 million worth of ADA. So that's extremely bullish as you look at kind of getting 5 to 10% returns and purchase ADA every single year with it and donate it back to the treasury. Okay, that has also gained a lot of traction within the community, and whether or not this is a good thing or not, but it's also attracting a lot of VC participation. That's where you look at kind of the big players such as A167, A16Z, as well as Pantera Capital with deals in the range of 25 to 45 million. That fund could also kind of bolster the Cardano ecosystem in what they're trying to do, okay, and return all of these funds back into the Cardano treasury. He goes on to say there's just so much potential and we just need to act, okay? And that's where he's looking for the community to basically get into, have the freedom to essentially vote and kind of get behind all of these operations on the network, talking about kind of where we're at in that, onboarding such as Circle and minting USDC on Cardano. These are missed opportunities, Hoskinson said, because of a lack of commitment and execution from the intersect, okay? And that's kind of where we do have the freedom to do so, but I think that within this ecosystem, there's just a lot of frustration right now because what we're having within this governance body, it's not really doing its job. Okay, there's just not a lot of interaction with that, and I think that's kind of where Intersect was created to do so. So please keep that in mind. If you do have any kind of role within the community to basically take act on these governance propositions and proposals, that's something that Hoskinson is looking for a little bit more strength in that regard. So with that, guys, I want to kind of sign off. I appreciate you guys tuning in as always. If you have not done so by now, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join us. Please leave your comments down below as well. Remember to also check out our friends at BTCC if you want to start trading on that platform, and we'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.